Hello friends and welcome. It's your boy Larth with LarthMedia, and today I am going to give you my initial reaction to the Northman. 2022, directed by Robert Eggers, starring Alexander Abs of Steel Skarsgard, Anya, the girl from the Vivitch, Taylor Joy, a few other notables, Nicole Kidman, Willem Dafoe, who else, and a bunch of other actors that I didn't really know, but I mean they were all fine as actors. Anyway, first thoughts on this movie. Let me just talk about. I thought this was an A24 movie. I don't know why. I just did a Google search on that, and apparently a lot of people thought that. I don't know why. Probably because of the director, Robert Eggers. He did a film called The Witch, but the way they spell it, it's like two V's, so it's like The Vivitch. And that's a great film too. Very dark film. Anyway, so it's not an A24 movie. It's a Focus Features movie, which I was surprised. I don't know why. I would have swore I saw in the trailer or something that it was A24. But anyway, that's not important. Robert Eggers, the director, he directed The Vivitch, as I mentioned, and a movie called The Lighthouse. Both very, really kind of abstract, dark. The Vivitch is a horror movie. The Lighthouse, with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, that one's really abstract. But I enjoyed both of those movies, so that's why I was looking forward to this movie. I like the director. Initial reaction is I'm kind of let down. I'm kind of disappointed. What did I like about the movie? I mean, it looks beautiful. I love it's a medieval Norse Viking movie, and that's, I mean, as far as the aesthetic and the atmosphere, this movie has atmosphere to spare. I mean, as far as like the technical execution and the special effects, there wasn't a bunch of CGI in it, but what was there looked pretty good. And I mean, it was, I'm going to repeat myself, it was atmospheric, and I enjoyed that. What I did not like about this movie, so they're all talking in this very thick, I'm guessing era accurate Norse accents. And a lot of the guys talk like this, and they speak in weird accents, and yeah, I sound silly right now, but yeah, it's all these deep, gravelly, like guttural voices. The women didn't speak that way, but because of that, it was hard to follow what was going on, because every time, and like every exposition scene just seemed kind of clunky. Like a bunch of stuff would happen, and then there would be like an awkward exposition scene to tell us where we were going next in the plot. And the movie's 2 hours. I just looked it up. 2 hours and 17 minutes. And for a movie that long, I mean, yeah, it was hard. It was hard to connect to. It was hard to keep my focus on it. So I'm going to go into spoiler right now. Spoiler warning, spoilers. If you want to see this movie and you don't want it spoiled, don't watch the rest of this video. The one thing that I really enjoyed was Nicole Kidman's, her turn. So basically, the story is, it's a very, very standard medieval story. Alexander Skarsgard as a child. I mean, he's a prince. And I mean, I called it once they introduced the father. I mean, excuse me, the uncle. His uncle kills his father, the king. And presumably, you know, at that point in the film, the assumption is that, well, because he wanted to take over the kingdom. And then, so all this stuff happens. I guess this is a subversion. So Alex Skarsgard grows up into this, you know, this huge, massive, like, muscular fellow. And he's just got vengeance and hate on his mind. But then he finds out that his uncle, like, lost the kingdom to some other king. And it's like an offhand scene where they kind of mention it. And it totally changes the direction of the story. But anyway, yeah, getting back to Nicole Kidman, he finally confronts... I don't even say confronts. He gets a chance to talk to his mother, Nicole Kidman. And then, spoiler, she tells him that she's the one that orchestrated, not orchestrated, but she begged the Northman's uncle to kill his father because I guess she hated him. She said that he didn't love her. And yeah, she was a slave. She pulls out her shirt and shows that she has like this brand, which is the same brand that Alexander Skarsgard and all the other slaves in that village had. So just that scene and her performance, just that little twist, that was, I want to say it was the most interesting thing about the movie. It was like one of the only, as far as the story, that was like the only interesting thing in the movie. Is Nicole Kidman's little turn right there. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about this movie. Like, I was falling asleep, honestly. I mean, to be fair, I've been really tired lately, and that's a whole separate issue. So I've been falling asleep in the afternoons. But overall, should you go see this movie? I mean, if you already listen to the spoiler I just gave you, I wouldn't recommend it. The thing I was thinking is that I would look forward to watching it on like streaming on home video with subtitles so I could freaking understand what the hell they were saying, because it's kind of important to hear what you know, what your characters are saying, so you know what's going on in the story. But yeah, other than that, I'm here once again at the Regal Dole Cannery Theater in Honolulu. I have Regal Unlimited, for those of you who are familiar with that. It's unlimited movies for $21 a month. It's kind of a good deal. A little plug there. But yeah, that was the Northman 2022. That was my initial reaction. I want to say like, but it's more like this. I'm sorry for all the things I liked about it as far as the atmosphere and the visuals. I didn't connect with the story. And like I said, not understanding what they were saying most of the time. And when I did understand, like I said, clunky exposition scenes. The thought I had was that's probably the movie that Robert Eggers wanted to make. And, you know, good on him for being able to make that movie. But yeah, this is Larth with LarthMedia. That's going to be my initial reaction of the Northman 2022, starring Alexander Abs of Steel Skarsgard. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, give me a like. Subscribe to the channel. I have a podcast. You can find it at LarthMediaPodcast.buzzsprout.com. Any other social media followings, just follow me at LarthMedia on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook fan page, facebook.com/LarthMedia. That's going to be it for me. I'm going to head out now and get something to eat. Bye.